On our previous episode of Onboard Lifestyle, the crew knocks out a project that was long overdue, our running backstays. The Dyneema upgrade is stronger, lighter, and more modern to definitely improve the stability of our fractional rig. With our time in Chiapas winding down, it's time to concentrate on life and safety projects, so let's get into it.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
This is not a fun project that we're looking forward to because our dinghy is still dead. It's died. And we don't have very many choices. We are in the southernmost part of Mexico, and the honest truth is there is no way to source a dinghy in time for us to leave Mexico. We have a couple weeks left here, so we've decided that we are going to try to revive her once again.
And even if we sourced one, that doesn't mean we could get one.
That's right. So, number one, it's not in our budget. Number two, it's just too hard to get something down here in time for us to leave. So we're just going to do it again and find as many holes as we can in the seams or wherever it is.
Hey, we have a new strategy this time, though. We're actually going to pull the dinghy out of the water, throw it up on the front deck, and inflate, clean, then sud the whole thing up and really find out what's going on here.
But this is going to be my project.
Yes. Well, we'll let you start it, and I'll jump in if you need help.
And then I'll cry uncle, and you're going to have to take over.
So look at this. She's looking pretty.
Oh, yeah. She's pretty sad looking.
So the idea is we're not even going to inflate the dinghy. We're going to drop her in the water, float her around to the front of the boat, and throw her up on the trampolines. And that gives us a nice platform in the shade to work with. So I guess that's step one. Let's get it moved around and propped up.
At least it's not as hot.
I know.
It dropped, what, 4 degrees?
Yeah. It's all feeling like springtime here.
Yeah, right. It's like fall.
Okay.
And of course, Compass has volunteered to oversee the project. Look at how cute he is. We just gave him I gave him a haircut and bath, so he's not too happy with me, but he's looking pretty handsome.
Okay. You want to float it around?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's lower it in. Look at that. See? She still floats.
Barely.
Okay, the idea is, look at, you see that little bridle? I hooked to the bridle?
Yeah.
We're going to hook that up to a halyard and just raise her on up. Can you get through there?
Sure. You lost some weight.
Well, here's its new home until we either fix it or throw it in the garbage.
Can't throw it in the garbage. We have to save her. Oh man, I got a lot going on. Look at this sad baby.
Well, we have hope, right?
Yep, have to. Otherwise,
We don't have a dinghy.
yeah. Otherwise, we're swimming ashore.
Well, with the chaps off, it looks even worse. Look at, here's the repairs we did in Acapulco. Oh, sorry, Zihuatanejo.
Yep, but look at what failed.
Yeah, all that glue was not good.
That glue is just not made for this.
Yep.
bad shape.
Huh?
I could clean it up and make it look okay, but really we need the right glues.
Yes, we do. Look at the handles are just popping off now.
Well, that's a given. Everybody says those are the first to go. These seem fine, but still.
Okay, well, let's just clean it up, get some air in it, and see how fast it pisses the air out.
Oh, it's gonna piss out pretty fast. Like a racehorse.
Kind of has a sense of humor at least, right?
Oh, you have to. This is our car.
Except for, look at this. We're in shade now.
Yeah. We just can't go to shore.
This routine's getting old.
I called in reinforcements because this is
Well,
it's just too much.
we've learned a lot about the glues we used. This seam, obviously, is not holding. Look at this. The transom here is giving way. It's just that glue is not the right stuff. It was more of like a contact cement. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Doesn't even hold. No wonder it didn't hold. Just peels right off.
As soon as it gets a little too warm.
And it's a little too warm out here. Look at this. Okay, so we're gonna try a different type of adhesive. I'm gonna clean this up and try more of a polyurethane sealant on this.
Well, we don't really have a lot of options down here. We couldn't get the right glue, so
No.
we've been kind of looking at the stuff that's I guess will work. Won't be pretty, obviously, but
I don't care at this point. The
yeah.
chaps will cover everything. I'm gonna do another test. We're gonna try a new sealant on here. We're gonna use Sikaflex. We have that, and we've used that before in other applications on the boat. And you know, if you do a little research, it looks like it may work. So
But we really, I mean,
we're running out of options. Yeah.
We're running out of options. We're heading out of here in a couple of weeks, and we need a dinghy.
Yes. The rest of the dinghy's still losing air, but that takes at least 2 or 3 days for it to go down. This one goes down in 5 minutes. So this is the one I'm concentrating on right now, and getting our transom reattached. So fingers crossed. Making an attempt to still save this dinghy. Yesterday I glued that seam using a new adhesive. It's a Sikaflex. It's a multi-purpose polyurethane, and it seemed to hold it pretty good. But what I need to do is, now that the seam's done, I need to put a patch over it. And look at this. I went up to the yard, found an old dinghy up there that had fallen apart, and I cut a little patch out. This should be just perfect. So the idea is get this patch on today. We'll pump it up, see if it holds air. If it does, I'll keep going. Glue that transom on using this Sikaflex, and hopefully buy us some time. Well, let's take a look at this. This was the seam right here, all along here. I can stick my hand all the way through that. The Sikaflex set up, but now it's a matter of putting this patch over the whole thing. To do that, I need to get some air in here. Hopefully it's holding air and this patch will go down nice. Well, it seems to be holding. I don't hear any air pissing out right now. So next is this patch will go over the whole thing. I am not wasting one bit of this. The tube started to harden up after opening it yesterday, so I cut it in half. I'm just gonna paste this down. Adhesives are just too tough to get here. This can make a little bit of a mess. But I'll clean it up.
I already see an improvement because it's not deflated already.
Yeah, it's holding air. Think about it. This patch is just going over the other one that's holding air. Doesn't look pretty, does it?
Well, it's not bad. Could be worse.
It's a little lumpy under there, but you know what? I just wanted to make sure I got enough adhesive in there. Try to get this cleaned up a little bit before it cures.
It's holding air.
It is. I just let some air out, but yeah, this patch is ugly. I'm a little embarrassed of it, but you know what?
I think it looks fine.
It's working.
Well, we're gonna put the chaps back on it anyways.
I know, but here's what I'm doing now. This whole, look at this. This whole transom gave way. I do a little modification on this. I gotta sand off all this old glue that I put in there in, where was that, Acapulco? No, Zihuatanejo. But we'll get this. Phase 2 is this. Phase 3 is way over here. Look at over here. Look at that seam over there. I'm putting a patch on that. All that's happening today. The rest of the boat is holding air right now. I'm feeling good about this. I think we brought her back to life for a couple months.
Just a couple months. Hopefully.
Well, she's holding air.
She's holding air. She's no looker.
No kidding.
But she's here.
I am so embarrassed of these patches. I mean,
it's not that bad. It's just.
Oh, it's bad. We'll get the chaps on. I'll feel better that I don't see them. But
Yeah.
you know me, I'm kind of a form and function guy, and this is 100% function repair. That's all this is.
Hey, slap some lipstick on her. She'll be fine.
That's right. Okay.
I'm just glad that she holds air.
So
What
all
a
the
mess.
patches are done. Lynn's scrubbing away, getting everything cleaned up.
Because
And-
we're leaving in 2 weeks.
I know, we got a lot to do in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but at least we got. I want to call her Rosita.
Rosita?
She's back. She came back to life. Just in time.
Just in time. Okay, scrub away. We'll put the chaps on after she's all dry.
And treat it.
And treated, yes. But look at that. We have a dinghy again.
Woohoo!
Look at this. She's holding air. Looking good. Got her little makeover. I think we bought some time. So now let's just get her back in the water and test it out.
Look at that.
I think she's happy.
She's. I mean, we all are.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. One more thing off the checklist.
Yes. Still isn't a permanent fix, but at least we have a dinghy for a while.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for a little dinghy right now.
You want
I'm
to?
just kidding.
Oh, it's a little warm.
Yeah. Another day, another project. This one is something Teal's tackling. Now that the dinghy is
Holding air.
back up and running, we dropped the dinghy into the water, and Teal is working on fixing our, what is it, anchor platform. It kind of pulled apart, and so, yeah.
Yeah, should be an easy fix, hopefully. Just a couple hours, but look at this. It all kind of gave way. They just used little chintzy screws when they built it, so we're gonna kind of overbuild this now. Put this all back together. Yeah, be careful. The anchor's loose right now. Don't drop that on my head.
How nice are you gonna be to me then?
Yeah, this was just terribly underbuilt. We'll beef it up a little today. Oh. Yeah, here's the problem. Look.
It's like a little L bracket.
Yeah, but look at these little baby screws that were used.
Oh man.
We'll beef that up. I just need to get some clamps, get this all back into position, and drill and tap in. Oh, there's one more. Couldn't even see these in the corrosion.
One of these days, we're gonna do it right and get a better platform done.
Do it out of, yes.
Yeah.
I'll do it out of synthetic, make it nice and light and strong.
Yeah.
But for now, this has got to hold us.
I feel like that's our favorite saying, for now.
Every boat is that way.
True.
That's it. You want to see what I'm doing?
Sure.
Okay. So see this little piece of aluminum here?
Yeah.
That was just a little too wimpy to hold that load of the anchor when we cinched the anchor down.
Mm-hmm.
So I just built this piece, and we're actually going to double this up. This will insert right in here. It's going to be twice as thick.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about it not being symmetrical?
God, don't even. Yes, it will be one day. But I'm on limited resources right now. So this is all I got.
You know I like teasing you.
First thing is make everything work, then I'll work on my symmetry. But at least it'll work.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Well, right now it does. We're running out of time.
I know. Countdown starts now.
I know. Okay, well this is, it's done. I've taken this starboard lumber trim piece, countersunk screws, 1.5 inch screws, all the way into the deck here. Doubled up on this aluminum angle iron. So everything's looking 5 times stronger than it was. We'll run this for a while and see how it does. If I need to re-engineer it, I will. But I think it'll work. Now it's just stringing up the rest of this trampolines and putting her back together. Okay, there we go. Tramps are all put back together. It's getting hot out here, so I'll go inside and maybe tackle a project inside. Just get this dinghy put away.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A special thanks goes out to our wonderful patrons whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. With just a few weeks before Basik leaves Mexico, it's time for this crew to stay focused. Come back next time to see our final push. See you then!